here's one of the big events happening in our city. Rev up your engines because we're gearing up for the Ontario Honda dealers Indy Toronto at Exhibition Place for a full weekend of high-octane events.
That's right. That's where we find our G on Lee this morning. G, it sounds like you have a really fun...
Close to the HOV lane now.
This happens too often.
Is free today. All they ask is that if you can make a donation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, it goes to a wonderful cause. All right, joining me now is Tim, who is probably the coolest guy right now here on scene. He's with the AMR Indycar safety team. Good morning.
Good morning, and it's great to be back to Toronto.
Yeah.
Indycar is going to put on a great show. The AMR Indycar safety team travels with the series. We go as first responders to every incident. We're specially trained on the cars. Most of my team members are paramedics, EMT, firefighter, rescue technicians. Right. We all have predetermined assignments. We have 3 of the Chevy Silverados that are behind us that travel with us, and we have a Honda Pilot medical car.
Yeah.
So our first response is to take care of an injured driver. You know, if they're unable to get out of the car, we're going to get them out of the car. If the car's on fire, we're going to put the car out. The whole idea is to give them the most effective response as possible, working with the local first responders here in Toronto to get them to a trauma center in the least amount of time so that we can make sure that they get back to racing and survive the incident.
Show me some of your tools that you work with. Yeah.
So we have the Homultro spreaders. This is a totally battery unit. It is 70,000 pounds of spreading force. The cool part about it is it's 100% portable because it's battery powered.
Right.
It'll also work in 10 meters of water. So this is the same tools that they use here in Toronto in the fire department.
Yes.
So people know that they work very fast, very efficient, they're very reliable. And more importantly, you know, they save lives day in and day out. We put them to use on the racetrack.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, is the nickname for this Jaws for Life, is this a Jaws for Life?
Well,
no.
Jaws for Life is a
slightly
trademark
different
of another company.
Got it, sorry.
So Homultro there's a North American Homultro. We have a great partner up here with Henry Payton that takes care of us, takes care of the Toronto Fire Department. But Homultro is you know, known for being fast, lightweight, very high performing.
But
tools.
Same concept to pry open.
Yeah, this is a spreader. We have a cutter. We have a cutting unit.
Let's see the cutting unit.
You want to pull the cutting unit off?
I want you to pull it all out there, Tim. Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
So this tool will turn on, and if we need to actually go down and cut a piece off the car, we can actually cut it. And we have a bigger cutter over here, which I won't grab right now, but it can cut up to 110,000 pounds of cutting force, so it can literally cut the car in half.
Wow. And then, of course, if the car catches fire.
Yeah, we use an extinguishing agent called Fireball.
Yeah.
And it's a wetting agent. Basically, it encapsulates the fire, the fumes, puts the fire out, and actually cools it chemically. And it's something that works very well on our fuel for Indycar. We run a 100% biodegradable ethanol fuel that, because it's like alcohol that you would have a drink with or a beverage, you dilute it with water and it won't burn anymore.
Got it.
So we can put it out very rapidly just by diluting the fuel.
And I noticed that it gets stored here and you have a couple canisters.
Everything's made for fast deployment on the truck.
Yeah.
We have oil dry, we have a starter. The Indy cars have starters on board now with the hybrid unit.
Yes.
But we use these very rarely, but we have an external starter. We can actually start the car.
Oh, wow. Okay.
When they spin out.
I know safety is a high priority with this series. A driver obviously is thrilled to have you guys on site, but obviously they don't want to see you. They want to complete the race and cross that finish line.
We have that relationship where they don't make eye contact with us too much, but they do let us know that they appreciate it, especially when they're injured. And you know, our job is to let them race as fast as they can and be comfortable that they will be taken care of when there's an incident.
I love it. And you have the coolest outfit. Like, come on, Tim.
Well, it's a little Nomex, the 3-layer Nomex fire suit.
Right.
Has a layer of Nomex underneath. So we wear basically what the drivers wear in the car.
Yeah.
The reason for that is if we feel heat, they're feeling heat. So we understand the situation. If we're starting to, we need to get them out of that environment or change the environment.
Amazing. Well, I thank you so much for walking us through this demonstration. This is amazing. And again, this series runs today and finishes on the 20th, so this whole weekend. But again, today is Free Fan Friday. It's a great opportunity. Come down, bring the kids, so many activities for them. For more information, HondaIndy.com. This is the start and the finish line. How cool is this? Right? So this is where all the action begins, the big race on Sunday. And look what I have in my hand. Okay, this isn't the actual flag for the race on Sunday, but this is what's going to be used for the practice races. Joining me now is Jeff Atkinson. He is the president of the Ontario Honda Dealers Indy Toronto. Did I get that correct?
You did, and good morning to everyone.
Good morning, Jeff. You know, this is always a fun time. You know summer's here when the Honda Indy Series begins. Tell me about this weekend.
Yeah, so we have an action-packed lineup,
Yeah.
3 days, 9 races. Today is very special for us. The Ontario Honda Dealers present Free Fan Friday in support of Make-A-Wish. So since that program's inception in 2011, we've raised over $1 million for Make-A-Wish Canada.
And that's amazing. And I love then for fans coming down, the doors open at 9 a.m. It is free. All they ask is that you make a donation to Make-A-Wish Canada, give back to a wonderful cause. This is a family fun event. There's so many things that you could do with the kids, and then of course racing enthusiasts.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the unique things that you can do over the weekend is you actually can go into the Indycar paddock or garage area. You can't do that when you go see a NASCAR race, an F1 race, but you can do that with the NTT Indycar series. And if you want to check out some other cars, there's a lot of Canadian content. So whether it be the Spec Miatas, the Radicals, the Anderson promotion series with USF 2000 and USF Pro, there's a lot to see and do away from the racetrack. A lot of great food too. Food and drinks.
Food and drinks, that's what you want. Even if you're not a racing enthusiast, it's a fascinating event to come to, right? And seeing the cars and meeting some of the drivers.
It really is. It's really an attack on the senses,
Yeah.
right? You take it all in. If you've seen it for the first time, you'll become a fan. We think, obviously, the casual festival goer, they're going to enjoy themselves. You don't need to be a fan of the sport. You go to a hockey game for the first time or a baseball game, try explain the rules. But as we're standing here today, it's pretty simple. Once they cross this line, you know who wins.
Yes, yes. Now, with certain races, there will be an actual start line and a finish, but this is all combined in one,
Yeah,
right?
so you see in a lot of tracks, they'll have a start area and a finish area. The flag you're holding today, that flag's often used at what we call the timing line. So there's a timing line for qualifying on the back stretch where they qualify to come in the race itself, and that flag will be used in that area for the races this weekend.
Now, I have covered the Honda Indy in the past. When you talk to drivers, they say this can be a challenging course, but that also makes it more exciting for them.
It does, and more exciting for the fans, right?
Yes.
It's not a predictable race by any means. This is a tricky circuit with a lot of different surfaces, whether it be asphalt, concrete, a lot of manholes out here as well. So ultimately, it's going to be a very fun weekend. We have great racers like Alex Polo out here. The Andretti Autosport team has been really good on these kind of circuits. So who knows what's going to happen? But Saturday will be very important with IndyCar qualifying.
Yes.
It will set the grid for the Sunday big race. So it'll be interesting what happens on Saturday.
And we should give a shout out to the local Toronto driver, Devlin, who's going to be competing
Correct.
as well, right?
So we have Devlin DiFrancesco in the NTT Indycar series, but in USF Pro 2000 and USF 2000 respectively, Matt Clark and Anthony Martella are young up-and-coming Canadian drivers.
Okay, we're going to go to the line here. And is it true they say drivers start your engines?
Drivers start your engines, indeed.
Okay, and I know in the past you've had some pretty incredible celebrities come through, watch the event, also be grand marshals.
Yeah,
right?
we have. We're very lucky in that capacity where this event attracts all walks of life. So a lot of different people have had that opportunity to do so. And come Sunday, that'll be a very exciting time for us all when we say drivers start your engines.
Okay, so for more information, HondaIndy.com. Again, it starts today. Don't forget, today is Free Fan Friday. It is free. Doors open at 9. All they ask is you make a donation to Make-A-Wish Canada. And then, of course, the big race is Sunday. Here we go. Drivers, start your engines! Woo! What I love about this, today is fan-free Friday, which means you come on down for free. The doors open at 9 a.m. and you'll be able to experience really cool things like coming here in the paddock, meeting some of the drivers and seeing their cars up close and personal. You don't get this kind of experience elsewhere. Only here with the Honda Indy. Again, it's today starting at 9. It is free. All they ask is that you make a donation to Make-A-Wish Canada. And my cameraman Tom is laughing at me because as soon as I saw these cars, I said, "Oh my goodness, they're so pretty." And he laughed because he says, "Gee, you don't call them pretty. You say awesome, sick, cool." That's it. All right, let's bring in Anthony Martella. He's one of the drivers. This is his area right here. You'll see his face up on the poster. Anthony, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Nice to be here.
So you're only 16 years old. They say you're the one to watch for the road to Indy. Tell me a little bit about your race and how you got into racing.
I started racing at Mossberg Karting Center with my dad. It was a hobby at the beginning, and then it slowly started turning into something that I wanted to do for life. And something that I've always looked forward to is racing at the Toronto Indy. I've come to the races many times wanting to race in the road to Indy. And a few years later, we're here representing my country, so it means the world to me.
You are only 16. You're young, but everyone kept telling me, look out for Anthony Martella. That's a huge compliment for you.
It is. Very, very big compliment.
Yeah.
For sure.
You won it last year.
Yes.
Okay.
I won it in the sports car, qualified on pole, won the race. It was my first sports car win, and hopefully we can repeat that this year.
I love it. These are your cars, right?
Yes, this is all my teammates' cars.
Yes.
My car is all the way over there.
Got it. So tell me a little bit of how you train and prepare for a race like this.
So we prepare for a race like this. We do a lot of core workout, neck exercises, just to prepare for all the G-forces going into the corner, as well as a lot of forearm workout because it's constantly turning the car, and it's very hard to handle for sure.
All right, let's bring in Mom and Dad because they're here. Come on in, Tony. Come on in, Nadia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so first of all, you must be so proud of him, like to be featured like this.
Yes, we are. Yes, very proud of Anthony. He's really progressed in every series that we brought him into. He's really progressed quite quickly and maturely. So we're really happy.
Okay, and Nadia, I asked you, as a mom, I would freak out if my son was racing and something like this. How do you keep it together?
You know what? I just keep looking out for him on track, and as soon as he goes around, I'm waiting for him to come back around again.
Oh my goodness, that's so much fun.
That's all we can do, yeah.
So where does this love of racing come from?
Just growing up myself, I love racing. We used to do all the Formula One races, go watch them. And then at an older age, I got into racing, just like low-level racing here in Canada. And then it got more professional. We joined the FEL series here in Canada at Mosport, and I drove a little bit. And then we got a little bit, we bought a newer car, and we ran the Toronto Indy here with one of my drivers. And then one of my drivers couldn't race, and we said, hey, let's put Anthony in the car and see what he does.
And that's where it all started. Anthony, come on in. We have to point out something. You're sponsored by Young Drivers, and there's a reason why.
Yeah, so I'm getting my my G2 license next week as well. So
you don't have your driver's license?
No, not yet. I'm only 16, so I gotta wait.
So you were racing before you even got your license?
Yes.
Now, for the test, you do know you have to stay within the speed limit, right?
It's gonna be tricky, but I think I can manage. We'll see.
How's your parallel parking?
It was bad at first. You don't parallel park a race car, but slowly with the help of Young Drivers in Canada, slowly got better. So.
I love it. I love that Young Drivers of Canada is sponsoring you. You know what also is cool? There's a team here that is documenting everything. There's going to be a documentary about you, right? Look at that.
Camera crew's right here. So that's pretty cool as well.
Okay, so remember that name, Anthony Martella, and now you're going to allow me to just sit in your car. Seriously? Go. So I'm going to take off my shoes because that's what you do, right? No. I don't want to get it dirty. It's all good. Okay. And how do you hop into something like this?
So what I normally do is just go from hold over here and just jump right into the seat.
Okay, do you mind holding that? Yes. So you just go like this?
Yep.
And then do I go like this?
Yep. Just like that.
Okay. And then you just go right in?
Go right in.
Wow.
Let's put the steering wheel in.
Right there. Thank you so much. So, Anthony, we wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
Good morning. We are trackside here at the Ontario Honda Dealers Indy Toronto. It starts today with Fan Free Friday, which means admission is free today. All they ask is that you make a donation to Make-A-Wish Canada. And of course, this runs all weekend long with the big race on Sunday. We are in for a treat now. We are joined by Alexander Rossi. He is going to race on Sunday. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is your pit box,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you pull up here,
Yep.
your crew gets your car going,
Sure.
and then you race off.
Pretty much that, yeah. So this race weekend, on Sunday, there will be 2 pit stops, and it's super important for really the whole team to perform at a high level. So we can change tires and add 18 gallons of fuel in under 8 seconds. And being fast is critical just because it's easy to lose time in pit lane and very hard to make it up on track. So people don't realize how much of a team sport IndyCar racing is, but it's really, it takes a village.
Yeah, and you were telling me, I asked, what's the fastest time your crew has changed 4 tires?
Yep.
And what is that?
So 4 tires only, no fuel, is 4.6 seconds. So.
And then add in the fuel, you guys are
under 8 seconds, so 7.9. Yeah.
I know. When I watch it in person or on TV, I'm just so amazed at how quickly they can do something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's an orchestrated dance, really, and it takes a lot of just mental strength as well, because it's a huge amount of pressure. Imagine standing here, it's under yellow flag, all the cars are coming in pit lane, cars are coming at you at 45 miles an hour, and you gotta be sitting here ready to go and just execute. So it's I have a huge amount of respect for the men and women on pit lane, and we couldn't have any success without them.
Now, you have competed many times here in Toronto, but last year you couldn't because you broke your thumb.
I did,
So how are things right now?
Thumb is good, and I'm looking forward to getting back here. It was the first time I've ever missed a race in my career. I crashed here in practice 1 and had to go back to Indiana to get surgery. So this is kind of a redemption weekend for me, and looking forward to getting back on track.
And honestly, the weather is so perfect for this weekend, right? Last year, Colton Herta won it. What is your strategy going into this?
Listen, Colton and Andretti Autosport are very good at street courses. This is the last of the 4 street courses we have on the IndyCar calendar this year. So the goal is to not let them continue winning. They've won all the street courses this year. So it's going to take a big effort from all of us to knock them kind of off that run. But we feel ready and prepared to do it.
I love it. I can't help but notice there's a manhole cover here. This is just a regular street that I've driven on when this event doesn't take place. Is there a strategy that you take dealing with these kind of elements?
The track does an amazing job of making sure the manhole covers are welded shut so they don't get pulled up for safety reasons. And street courses, temporary street courses, are pretty challenging just because, as you said, these are streets that you drive on. They're not made to be racetracks, so the cars are really under a lot of stress and they're bouncing around. The drivers are under a lot of stress just because it's not easy. Like the car doesn't want to be doing what it's doing. And there's also no margin for error. If you look around, it's just walls everywhere, whereas on a normal racetrack, you'd have grass or concrete or gravel or whatever if you make a mistake. If you make a mistake here, you hit the wall, destroy the car. So what's cool though about it is as the weekend progresses, the grip ramps up, the speeds come up, and by the time we get to qualifying tomorrow afternoon, it'll be kind of track record setting pace.
I guess that's what makes it exciting for you, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Now, I've got to ask, I ask a lot of these race car drivers, on your days off, and you're just coming home from a lovely dinner, and it's a beautiful summer night. Are you tempted to just hit the pedal?
I honestly am not. Maybe it's because I'm 30 now. But I think we spend so much of our life trying to go as fast as possible. When you're away from the racetrack, you're
cruising.
Just getting from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Which is different than racing, because in racing you're getting from point A to point A.
Right.
So change of mentality and change of pace.
You must be the most chill driver I've ever interviewed.
That's
I
good.
like that. I like that. You just cruise on your days off, and then when you're working, which is this,
Flat
you're
out.
working.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I love the fact that you're sponsored by Java House and Splenda and Arctic Freeze. That's funny.
Yeah, so Java House is the guy who started Java House and owned Splenda actually bought into Ed Carpenter Racing. So it's more than just a sponsorship, and their pods are pretty amazing. So you can have coffee on the go anywhere. You just add to hot or cold water, cold brew. They've got energy drinks, hydration drinks. Yeah.
Who would have thought? Coffee,
race cars,
Splenda.
It all adds up.
It all makes sense.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
This weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, if you want to check out Alexander or all the other cool events taking place at Honda Indy, all you have to do is go to hondaindy.com for information and tickets.